This wasn't intentional, but it got me thinking, can we grow Cali her own food? Which then turned into, can I grow my own food? And so in August of 2025, at the end of winter, I stopped thinking and started doing. I found some mentors in my area in the same postcode known for their permaculture, no-dig, edible gardens in Maidavale, Perth, at Jetto's Patch. So I put the word up for some mulch, and 3 days later, it came and things started happening real fast. I had to take my nails off and wheelbarrow that shit around and start raking. But it was so therapeutic and so much fun, and just like my garden, starting this YouTube has been just as fun. If I love something, I go all in, especially when it pushes me outside my box to learn something new. But the real question was, can I do this armed with only an iPhone 11, no laptop, no tech, no experience? It's going to be a long time before I can afford a mic, a camera, a laptop, and my YouTube's only 5 subscribers in, but it was a challenge that I accepted, and I think that was part of the appeal. And I have to be honest, the iPhone 11 is pretty sick. Lots of storage, a good front and back camera, it's good. But here's the truth. A few weeks ago I unlisted my first video because I was embarrassed of how bad and how rough it really was. Didn't hit me until all that initial proud feeling wore off after publishing my first video. Reality set in. It was a rough video. After unlisting it, I showed it to some friends as a joke for a laugh, and they just turned around to me and said, "Why don't you watch a tutorial on how to be a YouTuber?" Now don't ask me why I didn't do that in the first place. I don't fucking know. I'm kicking myself, but 5 videos in, that's what I started doing. I dove into countless YouTube tutorials. My eyes are still recovering. I have a red sore bit in the corner of my eye from staring at the screen all day. I mean, I watched, I think, 4 channels, and some of the channels that I binged were April and Alta, Vanessa Lau, who was really good for learning how to, or teaching me how to write a script, and Katie Stickley was my favourite. She broke down editing and filming scenes really easy, so I got my pen and paper out and started taking notes. And the more I got into it, the more worthy I felt I was in the right place. And after watching all these tutorials, what I learned was this: I might not have all the equipment, I might not have all the tech skills, but I am a hard worker, I'm very persistent, and when I do love something, I go all in. And it was never about fame, it was about teaching people in Perth how to replenish the soil from organic matter from the ground up, so that you too could have a in-ground garden. And being at the core of my channel focuses on being able to do things cheap, DIY, using what I've got. It was like a side project, like my yoga, and I made every rookie mistake. I had no thumbnail, no keywords, links were everywhere, no content in them, and it was a bad video to start with, so I put the video back up, not because it was good, but because it shows progress. It shows where I am in my journey. It shows an authentic portrayal of how I organically started, and I shouldn't hide that. That is something that could work for me. So all the feelings of embarrassment just fell away, and I put it all back up for you to see, which brings me to this video. Harvesting the sunflowers we accidentally sowed by sprinkling her litter in the garden beds, which is so wrong for so many reasons. It can attract rodents and pests and burn the plants, but these huge sunflowers popped up and I was so shocked. I've never seen them before or even touched them. I was using ChatGPT most of the time and doing a little bit of research, because I am a doer, not much of a sit-downer on the phone sort of a person to do all the research. But if I'm not using the information that's available to me, then I'm just being lazy, because there's no excuses here. And as time passed, I think I lost the point of where people expect more out of you as you grow. And if you're deciding to do a YouTube, put that effort in. Other YouTubers can help you lay the foundations down to how to do this like I have, but adding that little bit extra is you. You have to add your personality in there and tweak it to form your style, your voice. So once the sunflowers got big and a little bit ripe, I started noticing all the native birds around starting to come and eat them. So we had to get out there and start harvesting them, which brought us to this video. So we got up early and started harvesting the sunflowers for Cali. She has a wide array of things in her diet, and the sunflowers will add a nice little touch of things that she can add to snack on, but they are very fatty, so she will be having them in moderation. I mean, the whole time they grew, I couldn't believe how pretty they were and how much bees were coming to them and other birds were coming to them. I thought it was really cool. So next year I'm going to go all out on the sunflowers. I think that's really pretty. My bird she's pretty new. We haven't had her very long. She's a bossy bird. She loves her head rubs, her pats. She screams louder and louder in the morning, screams the whole house awake, and she's also been getting in quite a bit of trouble because she's been eating the gyprock out of the wall. So yeah, she's only allowed out for an hour a day at most now, until she can stop doing that. And we need to start getting her some cuttlefish bones and things like that. But she's okay with boiled eggshells crushed up into a powder so she can use it as grit to help break down her food. And I'm still learning because with Cali, I've noticed that I've been feeding her, putting too much seed into her feeder or food into her feeder, and she's just obliterating it and pushing it everywhere and wasting a whole bunch of food. I need to stop overdoing that. I'm still learning with the channel, the garden, and being a bird mother. Now let's get into the stuff I wish more people talked about, because cockatiels in Perth need slightly different care than what you'll hear in generic bird videos. Heat is your biggest issue. Perth summers are no joke. Cockatiels overheat far faster than people realise. If your house feels hot to you, it's already hot for them. And always provide shade and airflow, not in a direct fan blast. Never place the cage near a window or in sun, and definitely not near any air conditioning. Just replace the water twice daily if it's a really hot day. A really good tip is to freeze the bottle of water, wrap it in a cloth and put it near the cage. It'll cool the air around them, but don't put it in the cage. Signs of overheating are when the wings are spread out and held away from the body, open mouth breathing, lethargy or sitting low. And if you see that, cool them down slowly. Never ice cold water them or dunk them in water. Cockatiels already produce powder down, and Perth's dry climate makes this worse. So regular mist baths, especially in summer, are a must for the cockatiels. I also use a shallow water dish for voluntary bathing, and she does use it. You have good ventilation without any drafts, and this helps feather health as well as respiratory health and reduces dust buildup in your home. Mist earlier in the day so that it dries naturally. In her diet, seeds alone are not enough. A seed-only diet can slowly give her diseases. It's a disaster. So especially in a hot climate, you want to give her a variety. Aim for quality pellets based around vegetables, dark leafy green. Avoid avocado, onion, chocolate, and caffeine. That's a non-negotiable. Hydration matters more in Perth, so watery veggies really help. Night temps and sleeping. Perth nights can drop really fast, even after a scorching day, so cover the cage at night, and in winter, keep them away from the cold air leaks. Aim for 10 to 12 hours of sleep. My bird in particular has a nap every day at the same hour, 12 o'clock. She sleeps for exactly 2 hours every day. She doesn't miss. A calm, dark space for sleeping reduces night frights, which cockatiels are very prone to. Cockatiels are sensitive little sponges. Construction noise, traffic, and high stress overstimulation, it all stacks. A predictable routine helps quiet them down every day. We do have a good routine, but sometimes I can be grumpy because she can wake me up way too early, and that's usually the case. Screaming, feather plucking, and withdrawal aren't just normal behaviour, they're communication. Oh, here's another good tip. Mirrors. Mirrors aren't enrichment, they're confusing. Cockatiels don't see themselves, they see another bird, and could be an imposter. They would compete for your attention. This can cause obsessive attachment, frustration, and aggressive, abnormal hormonal behaviour. If your bird is obsessed with a mirror, remove it gently and replace it with foraging toys, naturally chew toys. Actual interaction, that one actually helps. And this ties into over-attachment to owners. Cockatiels can bond too hard to one person. It looks cute at first, but it can turn into separation anxiety, screaming when you leave, aggression towards other people. The goal isn't for you to think that you are their entire world. It's for them to feel safe, stimulated and confident even when you're not around or in the room. Safe plants and natural chewing. Cockatiels need to chew. That's normal. Spider plants, areca palm, bamboo, herbs like basil, parsley and coriander, only if they're pesticide free, to make sure there's no pesticides. Natural branches like bottle brush, eucalyptus and apple tree wood are great for chewing and foot health, as long as they're clean and untreated. Avoid toxic plants like philodendrons, monsteras. That's why she's not allowed in my room, by the way, because that's all I've got. All my good stuff are in the bedroom and she's not allowed in there. Vets and emergencies. This one's important. Not all vets treat birds. You want to know this before something goes wrong quickly. Okay, here's a story. One time Cali pulled a metal ring off of one of her toys and it got stuck on her beak, like a hobo lip piercing. It didn't pierce her, but we couldn't get it off, so we rushed her to the local vet and they were like, oh, yeah, we don't treat birds. You need an avian specialist. It was like, great. To their credit though, they did ask me to leave her with them and come back later in the day when they had time to have a proper look at it. Then they got the ring off safely and they didn't charge me anything at all, which kind of shocked me because usually vets in Australia treat patients the way the American healthcare treats its citizens. Extortionate. So before anything happens, find an avian vet near you, know their hours, save the number in your phone. In Perth heat, bird emergencies escalate fast. A final must know is that cockatiels aren't low maintenance. They need daily interaction, mental stimulation and a lot of consistent care. They need a lot of affection and be deeply bonded little creatures. Now we're ending the video. I would like to thank everybody for watching. I know I talked a lot this video, but I had a lot to get out in such a small amount of time and not a lot of time to get this out. So I did already promoted this video in December after Christmas, so I had to keep the promise to everybody that was watching, and here it is, and I hope you like it and enjoyed the video. I think you might find it a cool watch even if you mute it and mute all the talking that I did, but I felt like I needed to do a big explanation video this time round just to catch you all up on where I am, and in the future I'll try and keep it shorter and we can get back into my gardening, my side garden videos as I update you all throughout the year, because the next video I want to harvest my heirloom yellow cherry tomatoes with you. I'm so excited about that one. Notice I've got a theme with yellow. Yellow is my favorite colour, so I'm going for all the yellow foods, but no, you want a full chakra diet. That's what I call it. All the colours in the chakras. Not to sound kooky, but yeah, so stay tuned for more videos like this. If you liked this video and you want to go back to the first video to see what it was like and how rough it really was and why I was so self-conscious about it, go check it out and leave me some comments and some feedback and some roasting. I don't care. Do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care anymore. I'm actually can't wait till I moved forward and started learning more. I can't wait to see where this goes. I'm so excited. I'm still excited. Even after all the work and this sore red part of my eye, I'm still happy. I'm still excited. I'm still fucking buzzing. I can't believe I've come this far. I'm so happy. So yeah, that's it for the video. Stay tuned for when I found my... Oh, I've got a sneaky snippet. Look at this. Oh, so cool. Now I'm at the park with the kids and I am editing the video. I hope I do a good job this time, and thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.